Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Ties burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind?
And, Coach, we find ourselves due east from our nation's capital at FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Washington Redskins. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready, 55, eat. Let's go. Get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Now the first carry for Bryce Love. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
It's our time, guys. It's our time.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. That'll be caught right side by Reed. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Haskins looking to throw on first down. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down.
I know we just saw a nice throw and catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On first down, here's Love. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop.
Haskins hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now it's Haskins. Jordan Reed has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 34-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. On the carry, it's Love. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington! Bryce Love, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue: explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. First carry for James Conner. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Conner looking for space. The tackle made by Ken Crawley.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
4th and short, partner. I mean, this would be a really risky call. Here we are in the first quarter.
On your own side of the field.
Own side of the field. But, boy, what a tone setter that would be to go for it and get it, wouldn't it?
You're gritty today. I like it.
I'm feeling it.
Let's go.
Hey, alert.
They'll run for it with Conner. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
The Steelers picking up 15 yards there at a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Set! 230.
Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side, complete. That's Conner. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Ben leads to Conner on the draw. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now a draw play. This is Conner. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Conner. His 11th touchdown of the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Now, let's not forget that was all set up by the fourth down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on fourth down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what they did. Converted, and they converted a second time for 6 points.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
7 on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 37.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. Complete to Bryant. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Exit. Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. Save.
To throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Redskins, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Haskins and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Trying the toss play to Love. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. And now he'll turn and off his back, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the return will stop right around the 25.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 44-yard line.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch out. I hope you brought your left, 'cause I'm about to take you to school.
Here's Roethlisberger. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They run with a fullback now. This is Dan Vitale. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Love. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Steeler defense proving its mettle here. And now this is 3rd and goal. On 3rd and goal, Haskins. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Paul Richardson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7.
Redskins 14, Steelers 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Right 80. Come on, connector. Here we go. SOS. Keystone, Cabot. SOS.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he's got room. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Redskins' 28.
A gain of 34 yards.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter, 14-7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 24, Roethlisberger. And this one's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Roethlisberger. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And this one, a 41-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. On second down, it's Thompson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Richardson. A big play there just before halftime. 44 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. The big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Here's Haskins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Allen. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Go! 22, 44. Bravo!
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Throw left side complete. That's Connor. The Steelers able to pick up 18 yards there.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
All right, now. Clock 80!
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now Roethlisberger on 1st down. Throw left side complete to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. A good starting spot for the Redskins as they come up 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Haskins. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They go draw play. This is Samuels. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense. 24. Choose the mic.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got it. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Alert.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. Flush to his right. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here I come.
Again, it's Connor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 3rd down, it's Connor. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down.
52. Here we go. Hey, Delta.
They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. Aguilar has it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On the draw, Connor. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Here's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete. And give credit to Reuben Foster, the linebacker, getting a hand in to disrupt.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Made his first. This now for 46 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Elsewhere, 2nd half is underway up in Orchard Park. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Here's Haskins to throw. Out to the left here to Reed. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each...
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
On first down, it's Connor. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments and doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Show that bench release and go. Here we go.
Now Roethlisberger. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now at FedEx Field. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Connor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll go as a loss of 5. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Select 20.
Got one. Do.
No foul. Hey, alert. Hey, wahoo.
Now Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw. And
he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Vance McDonald, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. Here's Samuels. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd and 10. Haskins. It's caught by Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
That's good for Washington Redskins. First down. and 10 at the
Whip.
46-yard line.
Watch the whip.
On first down, Thompson slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. On second and 15 now, Haskins, and off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's third down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Haskins, third and long. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. A fourth and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down one score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
Offensively, with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Well, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Jack 16. Hey, box truck.
Run the mic. Watch one. Squeeze, double.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline. You hate to give the ball away here in the fourth quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Now Haskins. That's complete to his tight end, Sprinkle. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
I like how they worked the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On first down, it's Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Mike Hilton, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Ready? Like 5.
Come on. Got double time.
Away. Two.
Here we go. Run the mic. Watch one.
They'll run on first down. It's Connor. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
The Steelers
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Connor, and he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll look to run with Connor, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Sponge.
First play of the drive is a run with Thompson. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Shut up.
On 2nd down, here's Haskins. Bryant with a catch right side. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 44-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. To Thompson on the draw. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins forced out to his left. He's got a 1st out and more inside the 30. Dustin Hopkins now for the Redskins field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Get ready, dog.
This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People wanna know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set. Jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock. Turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about? Space or out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, passing your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter right. Turn it up.